I've noticed, yeah, being fat in Nigeria is so different, and I'm kind of finding it hard to process. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zogie and I'm a Gemini, and that's why this channel is called, oh no, is it a Zogie diary? Oh, please let it be a Zogie diary, because it's a Zogie diary. Because I was about to say, me picking up my phone and looking at my notes is highly unprofessional, but it's a diary entry, so doesn't matter. Anyway, so today I want to talk about the fact that being fat in Nigeria is so different. Like, what fatness means in Nigeria is just so different from what I've experienced living in London and even the countries that I've actually been in. But anyways, if you want to know exactly what I mean and talk about my experiences and everything, and make sure you stay. Oh, do I do that for Zogie Diaries? Oh jeez. But stay tuned anyways. Let's get into this video. So obviously, ever since I've been coming to Nigeria, I've been fat because, you know, I've been fat all my life, yeah. And the way that they treat fat people is actually so different, because it's basically, yeah, your fatness is seen, your size is seen as a reflection of your economic status. Because, okay, being big in the Western world, yeah, you can, and obviously people get big for different reasons, but if we're talking about the most stereotypical fatness, yeah, more time it's like not the best workout routine, or you don't exercise or walk that much, and you do consume like fatty and sugary stuff. Now, in terms of what's accessible to us, yeah, in like London, and I'm just going to talk about London, I can't really talk about the US because, you know, I ain't never been there, so I don't know, but I feel like we have Morley's, we have favourites, like a lot of cheap food are bad food. So yeah, I mean, like you can actually get a very bad meal, like a very high in calorie meal for a very cheap price. That's why I know a few years ago people were kind of kicking off that, why is it like it's harder to buy a healthier meal and it costs more than to buy something like just go on Morley's or just go on McDonald's or go on KFC, like that quick fast food that is really cheap. Do you know what I mean? So it's easier, I guess, in some ways to be big when you're in London and when you're in these other Western countries. You don't really have to spend that much, you know, fatness will come to you quite easily, yeah, unless you have like a really fast metabolism, but hey. But in Nigeria it's different. Now, we have fast food in Nigeria, yeah, but even the food itself is just so different. Like, I just feel like even chicken, meat, fish is so much more organic. And from the food that I've tasted, for me, there's not as much processing that goes into, what is it, preservative, not processing, preservative that's placed into the food. I don't know if preservatives make you gain weight or they're high in calorie, but I know it's, you know, preserving something is never really good for your health. Like preserving chicken to last for 2 years when it's literally a live animal that is dead carcass. Preserving it to live and using like chemicals to preserve it for 2 years cannot be helpful. Like, it cannot be healthy basically. But in Lagos, and from what I've experienced, that is less accessible, so the food in general are much more nutritious and healthier, which is why it's easier for me and from what I've seen to have a balanced diet, you understand, to kind of be average size, which is why you rarely ever see like a really big Nigerian. Like I can count on my hand how many fat Nigerians I've actually seen. Like, I've seen that kind of thicker, but I've never really seen like fat and Nigerian. So when people see me, I can just see their mind is going a mile per hour, because they're just like, this is, and this one guy even explained it to me, and this is what I love about Nigeria, very blunt individuals. I mean, if it hurts your feelings, it hurts your feelings. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He was just like, man, the reason why people will gravitate towards you, because I've been in situations where like I'm with my friends or I'm with my with family members, and literally like, I'm not even saying like they try and treat me better, but they just think I'm where the money resides. So in terms of customer service, their customer service just goes up a notch. I'm not saying that they're rude to people that I'm around. Yeah, I think it's a combination of my size and my accent. So I won't just say it's my size. A combination, but more so I think my size does play a part. My accent may play a bigger part, but I definitely do think my size plays a part. So when they see me, yeah, I can just see their mind is going like, that's where the money resides. And the reason why the guy even said, yeah, he was just like, you know, you are big. I said, yeah, I'm big. But he's like, you know, you have not really seen anybody your size. It's true, I've not actually seen any Nigerian born or Nigerian resident, like people that, someone that lives here that's actually my size. So he says, so if that's the case, it's hard for someone to maintain your size unless you are wealthy, unless you really want to go out of your way to be big. You understand? Unless you really want to go out of your way to buy only certain foods. Because if we go off Nigerian general diet, yes, Nigeria have like food that's high in carbs and everything, but it may give you like a pot belly. But I don't feel like Nigerian food in Nigeria, I don't think it necessarily even breeds obesity. A lot of it is natural food, a lot of it is made on the same day, a lot of it is thrown out the same day, and another, so it's like healthy, nutritious food. So it's kind of hard for your body to keep storing fat and sugar because it's just not there. It's just not there. So that's why you don't really see really big people in Nigeria. So that's why I find it so interesting, because when some Nigerians see me, they see me as like a different kind of phenomenon. They're like, this lady must have money for her to be this fat. So it's weird. Do you understand what I mean? It's weird. So they don't body shame. I've never really been body shamed in Nigeria. When they call you Orobo means a fat person. They're literally just describing you. They're not calling you, like some places, yeah, and that's another thing. It's all about where you reside in Nigeria, and I want to be more specific, and it all depends where you reside in Lagos. When I was younger and I was on the mainland with my mom, there's certain places where they'll be like, Orobo, fat, yeah. Like, even though they are describing me, they're kind of like, you know, they're actively being rude. Whereas where my sister stays now, Ikoyi, you think anybody's gonna call me Orobo? Because the reason why, Nigerians respect money. That's above everything and anything. Nigerians respect money. You cannot everybody, but I feel like respect can somewhat be bought in Nigeria. Have enough money, have the right price, and you can kind of buy your respect. Now, them seeing me and them knowing that this girl either doesn't live here, or if she does live here, she must have money to maintain her weight. They're like, we don't want to fuck with her kind of thing. We don't want to fuck with that person because we don't know who you know. We don't know who you're the daughter of. We just don't know your money, because we know you have money. You must have money, but we don't know how long your money stretches. We don't know if you're new money. We don't know if you're old money. We just don't know. You could very well be a politician's daughter that schooled abroad, and that's why she got big and she has now come back to Nigeria. You understand? They just don't know who I am. So it's weird. It's like, it's gonna sound so mad, yeah, but it's like, respect is kind of like, I know that's gonna sound mad to say, but I'll say they kind of respect my fatness. It's weird. Not saying that, I'm not saying I'm never going to lose weight. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I am always going to be big. I'm going to stay obese for the rest of my... No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that my fatness, for some people, more so people from lower socio-economic backgrounds, it breeds that automatic, yes ma, okay ma, anything ma, I'll do anything for you ma. Like, kind of like, whether it's respect or it's like a facade of respect, it kind of demands, like, you can see they go into action like, bro, we don't know who this girl is, we don't know who this woman is, we need to pattern up kind of thing. So I just find it, and that's why I say Nigeria is different. Like, Nigeria is not good different, it's not bad different, it's just different. The way in which they view bigness is different. Obviously, I feel like a lot of like body image is really important in Lagos. A lot of people are trying to get that snatched waist. A lot of girls are gymming it. A lot of girls are, you know, maintaining their body. So that's existent. But they kind of, I feel like Lagos kind of allows, well, certain parts of Lagos just allows you to be you. Like, they don't necessarily automatically place you in a box, because I feel like for Western worlds, yeah, a lot of times when people see bigger people, they actually place them in a lower socio-economic background. So excuse my French, but they think you are poor. They think you ain't got money. They really feel like you're the scum of earth. They treat you how they view you, how that society views you. But because I feel like Nigeria hasn't really wrapped its head around obesity, because obesity is something that doesn't really exist. So they don't really know how to respond. You understand? So for me, I just find it interesting, which is why I wanted to make this video, because you guys know, born and raised in London, gone through what I've gone through, done some videos, some of the things I've never documented, I will never talk about certain experiences I've faced. But it's just, you know, weird to me to kind of be in a society that doesn't really know how to place you based off your size. Obviously, as I said, my accent plays a part in it, and definitely I'll be stupid to say my accent doesn't play a part, because they know obviously I don't live here, or have not always lived in Nigeria. But it's just like when they see the size, they're like, oh, this woman must have money. This woman must give us a tip. This woman, they'll be like, ma to the ma, madam, you look so pretty, pretty girl. I'm like, oh, because you guys see a fat person. Oh, because you guys think, okay, because you're big, you must really be spending money to maintain your size. Anyways, let me end the video. I wanted to just make this video because, you know, I just find it's a diary entry, so it's actually very, if any kind of video I was ever gonna make, it will be a diary entry, because it's really where my head is at. It's just like, it's different from what I know, and that's why I love coming to Nigeria, because it's just, the more I'm here, the more I experience a different part of life. As I said, this is not me saying, oh, I'm going to stay fat forever. No, it's just interesting to experience a different type of society. It's interesting to be around different type of people, and just to see how they kind of like, it's good because it lets you know that not everybody thinks the same. Even when we talk about society and how society treats people, I think one thing I do a lot, which I need to stop doing, is I never really talk about what society I'm talking about, because Lagos society, Nigerian society is very different from London society. So it's nice to know that there are societal expectations, there are societal kind of standards and the way that they view people, they view things, but it's nice to know that it's not, you know, the Western society does not speak for everywhere. Obviously, Nigeria and Lagos are very much influenced by Western society, but it doesn't make up Lagos. And last thing I want to say before I leave here, in terms of dating, I find it so much easier to date in Lagos, because I just feel like the way men actually even view me, so in London, yeah, there's different races, different sizes, multiple, so there's like a large variety, like there's a lot of options. Because in Lagos, everyone's predominantly black, so I don't really need to be like, oh, that's another thing. I don't need to be like, oh, does this guy like black girls? No, like, who else are you gonna like? You are around black girls, you know what I mean? Like, by default, you will like black girls. So I don't really need to, so all of the things that go into your process in your mind when you see a guy you like, or you're talking to a guy you like, it minimizes, because it's like, those, I don't know how to explain, those worries, not worries, but those things are not there. So with me, with dating in Lagos, and I'll make, you know, more videos about this, which I know you guys would want to know, because you guys keep asking me, I beg, leave me alone, it's coming. But it's so much, I just feel much more confident, because it's like, sorry, the camera cut out. I think the last thing I was saying, like, for dating in Nigeria, I just feel like there's not that, I have to, in my head I have to be like, oh yeah, I'm the tall, dark skin, big girl. There's not all these kind of things that I need to like kind of check off whether a guy or whether we're kind of like suited with. When I'm in Nigeria, it's kind of like, the men kind of just accept you for, like, they know what they want basically. It's either they want you or they don't want you. That's it. Like, they look at you and be like, they want you or they don't want you. Whereas I feel like in other places they could want you, but they may want you in a different shade or different color. Does that make sense? I will explain it more, but anyways, let me jump off because this video is way longer than I actually expected it to be. Thank you so much for watching the Zogie'S diaries. You know, this video I've been stuttering, I've been going back and forth, but it's a diary. It's a diary entry. It doesn't need to be beautiful, succinct. It doesn't need to flow beautifully. You guys will still kind of get my message roughly, kind of. Let me know anyways. I'll see you guys later. Bye.